In the heart of history lies a city that has been fought over for millennia, Jerusalem, a city sacred to three major religions and a focal point of countless battles. But did you know that the most famous conquests of Jerusalem, from Caliph Omar ibn al-Khattab to Saladin and even the Ottoman Empire, reveal stories of strategy, diplomacy and resilience that shaped civilizations? Stay with us and let's uncover the untold stories. Segment 1. Ancient Jerusalem, the first conquest. Our story begins in 586 BCE, when Jerusalem faced its first major conquest by the Babylonian Empire, led by King Nebuchadnezzar II. The siege was relentless, lasting months. The people of Jerusalem were trapped behind its walls, praying for deliverance. But here's the twist: they were almost saved by the Egyptian army. Almost. The Babylonians triumphed, leading to the exile of the Jewish people and marking a pivotal moment in history. Segment 2. The conquest by Caliph Omar ibn al-Khattab, 637 CE. Fast forward to 637 CE. A new power had risen, the Islamic Caliphate. Under the leadership of Caliph Omar ibn al-Khattab, Muslim forces surrounded Jerusalem. The city, under Byzantine control, resisted. But unlike many conquests, this one was marked by diplomacy. When Jerusalem finally surrendered, it was not through bloodshed, but an agreement. Omar personally came to the city and signed the famous Covenant of Omar, guaranteeing the safety of its Christian inhabitants and their holy sites. This moment is remembered as a model of justice and coexistence. Segment 3. The Crusades, the famous conquest of 1099. Now let's leap to 1099. Jerusalem is once again at the center of a brutal struggle. During the First Crusade, thousands of crusaders, led by Godfrey of Bouillon, marched to capture the city. To the world, it was a holy mission. But what if I told you there was more to it? Jerusalem wasn't just a religious goal. It was the key to controlling ancient trade routes, making it a prize of immense political and economic value. The siege of Jerusalem was brutal. The Crusaders encircled the city for weeks, building siege towers and battering the walls. When they finally broke through, chaos ensued. The city was sacked and the streets ran red with blood. Thousands of Muslims, Jews, and even Christians were slaughtered. But here's a surprising twist. Using AI simulations, historians now believe that the Crusaders' victory wasn't as inevitable as we once thought. What if their strategy had failed? History could have been rewritten. Segment 4. The Liberation by Saladin, 1187 CE. Nearly a century later, the tides turned. In 1187, a legendary Muslim leader, Saladin, rose to liberate Jerusalem. After his decisive victory at the Battle of Hattin, Saladin's forces laid siege to the city. Unlike the Crusaders' brutal conquest, Saladin's approach was merciful. When Jerusalem surrendered, he allowed Christians to leave the city peacefully. His actions stood in stark contrast to the horrors of 1099, earning him respect even among his enemies. His liberation of Jerusalem became a defining moment in Islamic history. Segment 5. The Ottoman Era, 1517 to 1917. The story of Jerusalem doesn't end there. In 1517, the Ottoman Caliphate took control of the city under Sultan Selim I. For the next 400 years, Jerusalem experienced relative stability under Ottoman rule. The Ottomans invested in its infrastructure, including the restoration of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock. They also preserved the city's multi-religious character, maintaining peace among its diverse communities. But as the empire weakened in the 19th century, Jerusalem's fate became entangled in global politics, setting the stage for the challenges it faces today. So, what can we learn from the many conquests of Jerusalem? It's a story of resilience, faith, and the enduring struggle for control of one of the world's most sacred cities. But here's a question for you. Which conquest or leader do you think had the greatest impact on Jerusalem's history? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love uncovering the untold stories of history, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Together, we'll explore the past, one incredible story at a time.